Well, we're running. Good morning. And it is still morning. It's 10:44 as I start this video right now. Yeah, it's actually kind of a late start for me. Wow. Usually I'm at practice at this time if I go down for practice, but there's no practice in York today. So I'm home. I don't actually have a lot to do today. It's strange. The only thing I have scheduled, other than this video and other than blogging, is I need to turn my phone off. Because this is going to keep going beep. Yeah, I don't want, every time I get a notification, I don't want it popping on. But the only thing I have scheduled today is I'm going to go out to the roller rink at 1 o'clock, and they have a public free skate from 1 to 3:30, and I'm going to gear up and I'm going to work on my crossovers and work on my squats and yeah. I only did practice once this week, and I'm really going. Thursday night, I got involved in a discussion with a friend. We were talking back and forth on a video chat, and before I knew it, it was 20 minutes past the time I was supposed to leave to go to York. And by the time I'd gotten dressed and, gotten all my gear together and everything, practice would have already started. I didn't want to walk in on that, so I just said, well, I know they didn't have practice this Saturday. I will go to an open skate and work on stuff. And if no one else shows up, that's fine. I know what I need to work on. So I will work on stuff, and then this week now, since it's the last week before Christmas, there's practice on Monday, practice on Wednesday, practice on Thursday, and practice on Saturday, and I am going to try to hit each one because there won't be another practice until Wednesday after that because there won't be any practice on Christmas. So, hit it hard. Hit it hard. Actually, Christmas week, there'll only be 2 practices, and they'll basically be back-to-back. It'll be Wednesday and Thursday, and I'll hit those. Then get ready to go into the new year, which is still off-season, sort of. I guess season doesn't really start. They don't start getting serious about the bouts until about February, so. But this afternoon, I will actually do some I promise. I promise I want to finish that chapter. And what I want to say in the final scene, it's not going to take a lot. It's going to be maybe 1,000 words. So if I can't finish it today, I'll finish it tomorrow when I go to the coffee shop to write. But I want to get that out of the way. I want to do that. And I'm working up now to trying to get at least 200 or 300 words written every morning. I used to do 500. I'm still trying to work up to that. A lot of things going on as I mentioned last week. I've been dealing with a lot of depression. I'm dealing with my hair right now. And I was actually contacted by several of you who were like, hey, I hope you're doing okay. You really sounded bad. I worry about you and stuff like that. Well, right now you don't need to worry, so I'm in a pretty good mood today. It's nice, it's sunny. It's not even that cold. Let me bring up the weather. I think it's 40 degrees outside. Yeah, 39. It's supposed to get up to 39. They're saying 40. And on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday here, it's actually supposed to be 43, 50, and 42. 42, Wednesday and Thursday is the first day of winter, and they're looking at 42 degrees. And then Friday and Saturday next week, 45. So it's back to light jackets before it crashes off, and then Sunday the 24th, Christmas Eve and Christmas, we drop back down close to freezing here again. But this week looks like it's going to be a last gasp for low 40s and even a 50. Ooh, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably going to burn up. Ay. That's going to be a hot one. So, but I am going to try to finish that. I do really want to finish that. I keep saying that. I keep saying, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it. And then I don't. But I am going to try to finish it today. I don't want to just veg out, although I may take a nap after practice. After my practice, I may take a nap and a shower and a nap. But I will do some writing tonight. I'm going to get that started so I can get it done. Because the next chapter is going to take place in Memory's End. And it's actually going to take place about a week after this whole incident goes down. And if it's taking place in Memory's End, let me see. Who teaches out on Memory's End? What do they do? Oh, yeah, that's Deanna. And Deanna is the school seer. She teaches divination. This will be the first public attempt to get the kids to have visions. And you will actually get to see them using a foci. There are a couple of foci that are used. When you see the first foci, you're going to roll your eyes. You really are. You just got to look at it and go, oh, God, are you serious? Cassie, how can you do this to us? It's easy. I mean. But yeah, you're going to see the attempt of Deanna to get several of the kids to have visions. And that includes 2 kids that we know who have had visions before, but they've never done it publicly. So there's going to be a bit of trepidation here because Deanna knows what happens when they have visions. They get so sucked into them that sometimes they start acting them out and talking. And, that might be fine if they're having a vision of flying on their brooms somewhere. It may not be so good if it's like, hey, Carrie, let's have sex. Okay, Annie. That might not be too good. Oh, Carrie, I missed you so much. Let's make love in front of the fire. Okay, Annie. By that time, be going, ah! Everybody out of the room! Everybody out! Everybody out of the room. She'll be rolling her eyes. So, she's gonna be feeling a little bit of that fear right in here, because she's gonna wonder, I know these kids will probably have a vision. What the hell is gonna happen? Oh, I have to be ready. So, yeah, that's what happens when you have kids who have visions. And they've never had one in front of the rest of the student body, and now they'll have it in front of all their level mates, and oh God, it could be fun. And then that's going to lead up to the next chapter, where Annie, as I had stated, there was, because of my newfound proficiencies on skates, I've worked out all the details for an inter-school system derby leagues, and Annie's gonna get her first taste at what it means to be a derby girl, with Carrie cheering her on from the side. She's gonna find something that she's gonna like. Why? Because she gets to hit bitches. That's why. Because she gets to hit bitches. To her, that'll mean a lot. She doesn't want to get into fights. She doesn't want to go down. And I think now that we know, she can turn up the pain when she wants to if it was like martial arts. I mean, she's shown that she's pretty skilled with Kali and magic, and she knows how to use them both together. So, when she's kind of untrained and beats a kid who's 2 years older than her and who's been doing it for a couple of years as well, who tells her it's a good thing you're not fighting because you'd be tough to beat. It's not she needs something that's going to be a challenge for her. And being on skates and geared up and not being able to use magic. This is the important thing, not being able to use magic. Or martial arts, because you can't clothesline someone out there. This ain't the movies. You can't throw your arm out and clothesline someone. She's got to find it. She's got to make a cute derby girl. I don't know if we'll call her Babe Ruthless. I wonder what would be a good one for a Bulgarian girl. She was Romanian, we could call her Vlad Smacula. We could call her Countess Smacula. There you go. But she's not Romanian, so we can't do that. Countess Smacula. I have to check. That name's probably been taken. See what happens. It probably has been taken. Yeah, see what's in Bulgarian. See if I can work in something like that. Don't want to call it a little Pranisi. A little cabbage roll. Deadly cabbage roll. But, speaking of derby, because I'm going to, I have a new shirt. See? This is actually a shirt. It's the Cherry Lane Cripplers. And it's actually one of the teams. It's a shirt that's put out. It's a team shirt for the York team, which is my other team. I always say that. York is my other team. That's the way I look at it. That's my sister team, and I consider myself part of York. So, even though I'll probably never play for them, I do like working out with them, and it's a completely different environment to work out in. And, who knows? Maybe one day they'll go, hey, we need a couple of players, a couple of blockers so I can free up somebody else to do jamming. You want to come block for us? And I'll be like, yeah, hell yeah. I feel honored. So I have this on. I'm wearing this today when I go skate. Even though I'll probably get all hot and sweaty, but it doesn't matter. Boobs. I have my sports bra on. Boobs. There we go. But, I have to work on my crossovers, which my coach told me I need to get lower and I need to get my stance wider. And somebody else I was working with actually said, maybe what you could do is as you go into the turns, get down low so you can do your crossover, then kind of pop up on the straightaways. And the more I thought about that, it's like, yeah, that actually seems like it would work for me because I could push off harder with standing up just a little bit. I don't have to be like low squatting. The thing they want me to do is they want me to get my stance wide enough so that I can actually practice pushing off with my left foot hard. And that'll lead you to being able to get an enormous amount of speed going around the track, which means you can do your 27.5 easier. And if I can do my 27.5 easy, then, there you go. And that brings us up. I actually talked to someone about this already. It was one of the reasons why I didn't make it to practice Thursday. But I actually talked about this Wednesday night. I did practice. I didn't practice last Monday because I was sick, believe it or not. Well, I actually did mention that on the blog that I was sick, but we went in, and the first thing we did, we've been doing this as a pack lately. We've been skating 40 laps together. And Wednesday night, we started out by skating 42 laps. I don't know why we did 42. It was 42 and 10. I think it was because we just barely made 40 and 10 the previous time. So Roxy, our coach, was kind of pushing us to see if we could do 42 and 10. Which would mean if we could do 42 and 10, we could do 40 and 10 rather easily. And we didn't do it. It took us actually 13 minutes because we had people wiping out. We had a couple of people wipe out when we were doing it. And then we go through our normal routine where we're learning how to do plows and we're learning how to do cuts. We kind of call them dolly rockets because there was actually somebody who was from Rocket Labs, and she was, I think her name was Dolly, and it's what you do is you basically, if you want to turn real fast in one direction, you kind of lift up the front of your foot and then turn it, and you have all your weight on the back wheels. So what ends up happening is you cut real fast in that direction. Roxy knows it as a Hello Kitty. And the reason they call it a Hello Kitty, I am going to show you. I'm going to show you. Here's why they call it a Hello Kitty. Okay, so here I am. And basically, in order to do this, your foot comes out. You can't see my foot, but you turn your foot, and your hip comes out like that, and you turn real fast. Well, Hello Kitty. She was even saying that. She was like, okay, show your badge. Show your badge. Show your badge. Hello Kitty. This is what derby girls do. This is what derby girls do. This is we have fun doing this. Keep that in mind. So yes, a Hello Kitty. That's what that's called. Now you know why it's called a Hello Kitty. It's not because there's just this round white face with no mouth and two black eyes. Which, if you ever get a chance, maybe I'll post it in the blog. Somebody a few years back did a video of Hello Kitty singing Eminem's Rap God, which was pretty hilarious. Hello Kitty singing Rap God. Okay, there you go. But we were doing that, and then it was all done. And, we're near the end of practice, and we're all tired and stuff. And Roxy's like, okay, let's do a 40 and 10. Okay. So, we start skating, and we start skating fast. And she's telling us, pick up the pace, pick up the pace, pick up the pace. And finally, when we're about 13, 14 laps in, she goes, when you get to 27, we may have a surprise. And I instantly clicked on it. What she was doing, she was trying to see how fast we could do to go. And I was getting real frustrated because I had people in front of me and it just kept slowing me up. So I finally got out and went all the way to the back and then skated real fast to the front again so that I could move over into another lane. Because I was getting so frustrated, and I eventually worked my way to the front because what I'm realizing is she was trying to get us to skate at 27.5, and that's what I need to do. And I was skating my butt off. I was. But you couldn't leave the pack. And I was getting frustrated because I was starting to pull away from the pack. Then the pack, I'd have to let the pack catch up. And at one time, there's this guy who comes down and works out with us. And he's the dapper Asian. He's actually Clutch's husband. And finally, he skates up to the front. And he's like, "You got this, Cassidy. I'll pace you." And what he was going to do is what we call rabbiting. You have somebody get out in front who can skate that fast, and you pace them. They're constantly getting you to pick up the pace, and you stay with them. So it's rabbiting. They're the rabbit, and you're trying to catch the rabbit. And the rabbit can skate at 27.5. Well, this guy could skate at 27.5 without a problem. He's 6'4". So, yeah, he's fast. And I mean, I actually figured out I was going into the turns so fast that what Roxy had been telling me, get low and widen your stance, because I was going through the turns with my feet out real wide, coasting. And I was sliding through the turn because I was going so quick. I could actually feel my wheels starting to slide because the rink was real slick that night. And when it gets cold, the rink gets slick. And I could feel it. I could feel my skates starting to slip. And I was actually widening out my stance so I could go around the turn real fast. And then as soon as I started coming out of the turn, I'd do a crossover and then just like power down. But we got too far out in front, and they said you have slow up, let the pack catch you. You're like, So we ended up doing it in 6:05, which is actually about 25 seconds slower than my best time. And I was a little disappointed because really I just wanted to crank it on and go as fast as I could. I really did. It was a bit frustrating. And I have a feeling she's going to do this like every practice now. It's just going to be like, let's get everybody's speed up. And I'm getting to the point where I'm in a group like that. I can actually skate pretty fast. It's a mental thing. That when you're skating by yourself, you really kind of feel like you're not going as fast. When you're in a pack, you sense the speed. And that's because there's stuff around you while you're doing this. So I've actually, like I said before, once down in New York, I skated 40 laps in 8 minutes, which is a 25.5. That's actually my fastest time. If you work it out, it was like a 5:25 or a 25.5, something like that. I'd have to go back and look again. But that was actually my fastest time, because when I asked about it, they said, we did 40 laps in 8 minutes. And that was moving. That was just cranking it on. So I'm kind of hoping Roxy has us do that this time a couple of times, because I really want to just push that. I'm at that point where I'm feeling better, especially with my stance, and I just want to crank that on and do it. I want to get that speed going. So, there you go. I'm so close. I'm so close to my derby name. I really am. So, yeah. I'm going to let you go. You know what my plans are for today. So, we've been doing this for almost 25 minutes. You don't need to hear me talk anymore. But, you know what my plans are for today. Maybe I know what your plans are for today, too. So, maybe I know some of your plans, because I'm watching. Yeah, like a stalker. Am I stalking? Who knows? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm stalking some of you online. Anyway, enough of that BS. So I will get this up. You're going to see it. Maybe you'll see Rap God 2. Look down below. I'm actually going to look for it now on YouTube. It's Hello Kitty Rap God. So have fun, have a good weekend, and I will see you later. Probably right before Christmas Eve. Hey, yeah. Take care. Bye.